unmute myself. Hello, you guys. Sorry for the wait, which I still enjoy chatting with y'all, in the chat. In Xantor, so I heated up taco meat and I made like a little taco salad with taco meat, onions, lettuce, sour cream, and the house chips from the Mexican restaurant down the road. And then Bentley had a hamburger and mac and cheese. And then I had like the last part of his hamburger because he didn't finish it. Hello, Pink Dahlia. And I already said hello to Yenny, Debbie, Shar. There's quite a few people before, but let me go back. Melissa, Lucia, Lisa, Vicky, some of my most favorite peoples. Jennifer, Lila. It was good. I'm on these steroids. Hey, Unsolved with Barb. Good to see you, girl. Hey, Kiko Mandy. These steroids make me so hungry. I just want to eat everything. I'm holding a puppy in my lap so he don't bark. Okay, so, oh, thank you, Debbie. I've learned how to be a good mom. Oh, you're cooking tacos right now. I've learned how to be a good mom. I don't think I was at first because I was really young. I had my youngest when I was 18. And thank God for my parents and stuff who kind of kept me like in line and kept me realizing what was the most important because I was just immature. You know what I mean? So I always eat my kitties' leftovers too. Making homemade mac and cheese. Ooh, yummy. With pork cutlets and a veggie. That sounds awesome, Lucy. A homemade mac and cheese? Do you do like in the oven or? Hey, Mountain Girl. I'm having a good day. Hey, Melissa Martin. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. Now, if you guys missed my show last night, or, it's even if you did, it's okay. There's really not a ton on there. So what I did was, a long time ago, when we heard about some of these charges that may have happened in Wisconsin, abuse charges and things with the kids previously. Ooh, baked mac and cheese for dinner last night. Yummy. Stovetop. Oh, okay, cool. So when we heard about those charges, I had looked up the records and I saw a lot of battery charges, but I never saw anything definitive. So I wanted to look for myself. I've been kind of trying to look at this as if me and you guys together are doing like this little investigation on my channel that is obviously I'm not delusional. It means nothing. It's just for us to learn more and see what we can find that may have been looked over. But we've kind of looked at different people, different situations. And I thought we need to look for ourselves about these charges, not take anyone's word, not hear what you hear on the street, because it looks very different when you go to find it yourself, right? Now everyone will crave mac and cheese. I love it with like breadcrumbs on top. Yum. Okay, so when I go to benverified.com, I found the list, like all their charges and things like that. We were able to get the court numbers from that. So then I was able to find the state website for Wisconsin, and I could put in the case number and get all the information. Well, that started looking a little funny because not all of them showed up. There's a couple of them who have been wiped completely clean. So then I said, well, let me just do a general search for her name. So I pulled up every record she had in Wisconsin. Then I pulled up every record her ex-husband had. And that's what we're going to go through today. I think it'll be fun for us to see and kind of, my conclusion is that I'm still not seeing what we're hearing. Sometimes we're hearing the most god-awful things about, just really awful head trauma, permanent damage. And so far, I have found no evidence of that. So I think that we're getting somewhere, and then plus we just hang out and talk on our way through and talk about what's happening in the case, talk about whatever. I know just now I was watching, there's some headlines coming out that they filed taxes and, oh my God, they're going to get their tax money back and blah, 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 blah. Well, fucking, they work. They deserve to get their tax money. Like, come on, man. What do we want? Candus up there starving to death? No money. I don't want that. So, I mean, I use white American, butter, milk, and stir until cheese is melted. Adding milk as needed to. Ooh, that sounds awesome, Lucia. I'm having a hard time disconnecting from the SpongeBob thing. I know. I'm so sorry. It is. It's but I wanna make sure that I focus on other cases too, you know what I mean? She was never married to Andrew. Okay, thank you, Lisa. See, I'm glad you're here. I saw their court records as far as paternity and stuff goes. So if you guys weren't here the other night, Lisa is actually a local in Wisconsin. She knows the family, she knew Rose, and I'm glad you're here. You might be able to help make sense of some of these records as far as I guess I assumed they were married. You can see their court case for paternity and stuff. Mellow Yellow. Yep, I love Mellow Yellow. Andy was not beaten with a bat or institutionalized. He got a new job not too long ago. Thank you. See why? So where? That's my problem. That's why I wanted to do this myself, and that's why I said I have not found any evidence of that. Now there are some charges. We're going to go through them. But hey, Margot. Hey, Bobby Pan. I love white cheddar. Okay, let me see if Bentley will hold his little puppy. The paternity was for the child support. Okay, so let me ask you something, Lisa, because you're a paralegal. Two of these case numbers are not coming back at all. Now, actually, I can just share it and we'll do it together. But I mean, the rumors that we heard, god awful rumors, things that for me, it was make or break with this case. It really was. It's funny. When you hear, this couple, they have a missing baby, they've lost their kids in the past, there's lots of abuse, there was so much abuse, there was brain damage, ball bats. I mean, the most god awful things, it jades your whole perspective. So this is important that we do this. I really think that it is. All cases are important, absolutely, Debbie. It's sad that some don't get attention, but I mean, I don't know. It's crazy. What are you gonna have for lunch, Punksy? I love like when I love being at my mom's because they make such good food. The rumors are ridiculous and just as bad in Rose's case. I think I'm gonna dig into Rose now. I wanna after this we get some of these. We know for sure what's happening in the past, these court cases and stuff. I wanna look at one or two more people and then I wanna get into that. Oh hey Stephanie, my beautiful friend. So I'm gonna show you guys what I did so you can kind of see how this went. So yesterday we did the bin verified and we started looking at, all the different things. One thing to keep in mind that we need to go and not forget about is going back and looking at some of the people around who are registered offenders. That we'll have to do at a later date, which I might even get into that tonight by myself. And then when I figure things out, come back to you kind of how I did this. Sometimes I like to do it as we go and learn together, but sometimes I want to know ahead of time what we're getting into. So pull up their criminal and traffic records, or Candus's, who I did first, which led me to, as you can see here, each one has a specific case number. Okay? Now, we saw and we did have people talking about some of these cases being dismissed. What I learned when pulling up the state website is they weren't exactly dismissed, like just because she didn't do it. She actually worked through probation and all the different steps, and you can kind of see that as you go. They have everything listed out. So we have the case number. There is 4. Pay attention to the end of these numbers I'm showing you here. So we have 436, 436, Then we have 156, okay? 156, 156, 156. Then we have 017, okay? 017, 017, and then one more, which is, there's a lot of charges on 017. The last one ends in 187. So these charges are all grouped together into four different instances, okay? Now, I went to the Wisconsin Circuit Court website and was able to see, I could just do a general search for her name, right? I did that too. It's, it's odd though because what comes back there are cases that are showing up on Ben Verified that are nowhere to be found. Two of them. The first one, and let me show you an example. Okay, I hope that's better. Yeah, I couldn't see. And I don't think it's my mic. I think it's the service. And I'm really pissed off. I'm so sorry because that really annoys me. And I know it's hard for you guys to deal with that. I connected to my hotspot. So let's see if that's better because this is stuff that I really don't, certain things I want to make sure you guys heard. Okay, awesome. So my conclusion so far, we went, I don't know what you got when I started breaking up, but we were able to look at one of her battery charges, which does not seem to be related to any sort of abuse. I am thinking that these are rumors that people ran with that are not true. And that's what I want to get to the bottom of. But like I said, there are two cases that are not coming up at all. Could that be because they're related to a child or something? Possibly. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. Oh, welcome, Debbie. Thank you. Okay, so if you missed it, basically, she was found guilty of battery. She was sentenced to some probation. She did a violation and spent 90 days in jail. So that is number 187. The second one, which has a few different charges, will be this one, 017 at the end. Then we're going to do a search for her altogether and then a search for her ex-husband altogether because I also was not able to find on his record any of these charges. So this is the one, okay, we've heard that she pulled a shotgun on CPS. Until we could go and maybe have someone locally get the exact police reports, I don't know that we'll know for sure, but this very well could be that. So we see she was charged with disorderly conduct, intentionally pointing a firearm at a person, 2 charges of that, and resisting or obstructing an officer. The last 3 were dismissed. That means nothing. It's because she pled guilty to the disorderly conduct. You know, I'm sure it was some kind of deal. A lot of times that's what they do. She had to cooperate with Department of Health and Human Services, so that would make it seem like this possibly could be pulling the gun on the CPS worker. We have to kind of, at a certain point, just what is likely, but we can't be certain. So she did 90 days in jail. Also had her probation was revoked during this for this too. Let's see. In March of 2003, she was sentenced to 3 years probation. Also psychiatric treatment, also DHS, following through with them. About 1 year later, she had her probation revoked. And at that point, she did 90 days in jail again. So here's the statute and the charge. And that's basically all we can see on that. Full satisfaction. She did what she was supposed to do and was released. So now that we have that, those are the only 2 charges that she has that will come back. But I'm going to show you a different way we're going to look at it. So we're going to do searching statewide every record she has. Now, these are the other things that will come up. We have paternity, and I'm assuming this is Candus the third, okay? And I bet Lisa would know. We're so lucky and blessed to have Lisa in the chat, who is a local, who knows them, and it's really freaking cool. She lived in Minnesota as well. We need to look there. It is awesome when you find your people. Absolutely. Hey, Wicked West. Common to have associated charges dropped. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder why so many of her charges were dismissed. I don't know a lot about the way the criminal courts work, though. So, yeah, this is what I assume and what I've seen a lot in other cases. They will, if you will cooperate and plead to one of the charges or one of the things, then usually they'll let some of the other things go. If you don't cooperate, then they might push you to the fullest extent. They're going to give you, as much time as they can. Yeah, so there is a Candus the third. That's Candus Jean. Yep. Okay. So you're in Wise County. Candus, we have Grandis the first, then we have Candus number 2, and then Candus had another daughter named Candus, who is a young adult, late teenager. I don't remember her exact age. She's a beautiful young girl. Her mom, she's been in and out of the system. I do know that, so that's pretty sad, but so we see here the petitioner. This is a paternity thing in between Andrew and Candus. Let me write down Andrew's middle name just to have it. Even though I did a search on him too. Now this guy has a record, okay? Her ex. But before we get to that, I'll show you guys. So we have another court case in between those two. He was the petitioner at that time. She was the respondent. And that could have been for many different things. It could have been, going back to court to adjust other things. There could be different reasons. And then I'm guessing this would be her first husband, which she got an annulment or a legal separation in 1994. She was married to a man named Kenneth Bly. So, yeah, pretty interesting. These are the two cases we were able to look at, 187 and 017. There's paternity. This was a child support thing. And then we'll do this. Disorderly conduct. Wait a minute. How did this get through me? I don't know that I saw this, because this is 436, the one that I couldn't pull up. And it's domestic abuse. Ooh. In 2003. Huh. You guys. Stayed for 1 year in local jail. Huh. Could this be related to the children? Possibly. I'm going to write down this number. I want to get these police reports. This is the only way we're going to know for sure. And it's important. So I don't believe that, I think that, I don't know. Just let's see. 1 second, you guys. 2003 CM 00046. Domestic. Filing date 9/9/2003. That's what I need. 9903. And her birthday, which I'm going to write down here just to have again, because I couldn't find the date, just the year and the month. Okay. So that'll be interesting for us to get the information on. Let me come check on y'all. Hey, Roxanne. True Crime and Coffee. Yep, it is showing us the dates. I got goosebumps. I looked over these records for 2 days. Had sex with his babysitter, later turned stepdaughter. She pulled a gun on Andrew. Oh, okay. So is that what that was? The gun charge? Not, because we heard a rumor recently from other YouTuber that she had pulled a gun on DHS. And the plot thickens. Hey, Danny B. Candus Wabwell, 6 bio children to my understanding. Hey, Amber. And then lived in Kingsport for 22 years before returning here. Oh, wow. That is so cool. Kenneth is Candace's dad, Grandis's ex-husband. Oh, okay. Thank you, guys. I didn't know. This is why it's so fun to do the research together, too, because oh, wow. Okay. Let me go back to that. I wonder if I exited out. So that was her divorce with Candace's dad or whatever. Let's see. This one. Because, I see. Because look here. All the rest have the Candace Rose Bly. And then this last one, there's no middle name. My mom doesn't have a middle name. I think that's not that uncommon back before. But you know what's weird to me? Her middle name is Rose. Her sister's name is Rose. They used the Candace name over and over. What is with that? That's weird. Right? Candace C. Harrer. I mean, it's weird to recycle a name from like sister to sister in a way to me. I don't know. I mean, I'm not being judgmental or anything. She did that. Donald told me that was true. Share. Guess what? We have an awesome guest in the chat who lives in Wisconsin and knew Rose and knows the family. DHS should be ashamed. Absolutely. Born in 82. Yep. Thank you, True Crime and Coffee. I've never heard the CPS thing. Don said that, so I don't believe it. Whatever Don says. I get feelings sometimes. Maybe it's a 6 bio children. Maybe it's you finding this domestic violence case. Maybe both, but my body had a reaction. That's very interesting. Heard they are taking her in for questioning. I hope they are. I heard she pulled a gun on a CPS worker. So, no, I haven't. I have found that she pulled a gun on someone, but we have to get the police report to get more details. My husband's mother is named Peggy, and she has a sister and daughter named Peggy. That's what happens in generations of trafficking. It's a code to know the bloodlines. Wow. Candy's mother was Rosetta. Her mother was Candace Cora. Wow. I'm going to write that down. Candace. Rosetta. Candace Cora. So I need to get, okay, so we don't get lost. We need to get the police report from that domestic. And then maybe before we go, let's see, do we need to get the police report from the gun? From the gun situation? Because that is, just so we know for sure. Was it this? Yes. So this happened on 1/7/2003. 017. 1/7/03. So I need 2 reports, one from September of 2003, one from January of 2003. That way, now will be on the domestic and then the gun. So we know for sure, without, based on fact, what's going on here. Interesting, you guys. Damn. Candace's daughter's middle name is Jean, and she has a sister named Jeannie. They do recycle the names too much. 7 bio children. Her pulling a gun on CPS and threatening to blow up Walmart. Yeah, it does. I wonder if one of those disorderly conduct would be the Walmart thing. Oh, you're so welcome, JJ. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and fact checking it with me. I've always heard she had the 2 kids in the 4 with Don. See, Lisa was actually on Zav Girl's panel talking about knowing Rose and the family and that kind of thing. And I was talking about it the other day, and then she's like, that was me. She was in chat. And yeah, she got some really interesting information. She didn't know Candace Jean. That was changed by her adoptive mother. Wow. I have the same middle name as mom. Yeah, I think like I've seen that a lot. Middle names get passed down, but it's just like the first and I don't know, something weird about the naming the two girls with the same. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Candus had 7. Did we know about that one, Lisa? This is the first time hearing that she had 7. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Cher. You're the best. Thank you so much. Hey, Cher, anybody else that you think that we need to search, let me know, because I paid for a month of the background thing. And any of you guys, Amber, Kelly, Pink Dahlia, anybody, like if you think of something, message me and I'll make sure that we get it done before I'm not able to anymore. Okay, so now we're going to do a quick search for Andrew. Now, let me tell you, when I did this, my jaw dropped. His list is longer than, there's 2 pages. So, was Dawn ever in Wisconsin? That's something I don't know. Andrew O, right? Yes. Look at this, you guys. All the way to 2020, 2019, 2018, 2018, 2018, 2017, 2017, 2017, 05, 05, 05, 05, 04, 04, 03, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. And then page 2, there's more. Down here, we see the Andrew versus Candus that we looked at before. Then the paternity of Candus Jr. would be right here. This is the child support for Candus Jr. right there. So, hold on one sec, you guys. I got a little visitor. He's throwing the 2 of my toys. Can you take him to Mama and then come back down here and get him? I'm getting toys on the table, so I'm going to end up with something. All right, you can go take his toys in there. Here, take these 2 too. There's a puppy and a rope. I don't need with this. Just take them all. Go. No. Okay, come on, puppy. You know that has to be on it. Okay, well. No, it doesn't. I cleaned it last night whenever we cleaned out the cage. Come on, puppy. Here, little dude. Okay, be a big boy. If you're good for 20 more minutes, I'll give you ice cream. Bribery. Oh, thank you, Pink Dahlia. You're welcome, Amber. Hey, Mystic. Search me. Robin Lane and her husbands. Oh, thank you, Yenny. Dawn was never in Wisconsin and never met Rose. Thank you. I have not looked up her brother. I've heard about him. So, JJ, the whole country, but like right now we're on the Wisconsin site. But okay, so this is the bin verified that I paid for, which will bring us all these case numbers of any state. I was able to find a lot of Dawns in other states, and then, which we did that last night. I need to take those numbers. Then you have to go to a state database. So here's the Wisconsin one, but I've been on the Colorado one too. So then you can go there and type in the numbers or like we just did, his name. And I cannot believe his record, how long it is. Not that it's really matters. I mean, he has nothing to do with summer, but also it shows a pattern, a type of people they're used to being around. I did go through all of these last night, every single last one. I wasn't able to find, a lot of them were drinking and driving, things like that. So I wasn't able to find anything that showed, child abuse either, not for certain. So that's my problem. And I'm these rumors go, they spread like wildfire. Now we're told, Candus lost her first kids she beat him with a bat. And then her husband, it was the husband who did it or the boyfriend. They weren't married. And then blah, blah, rumor after rumor, they catch on, and none of it's even based on fact. So I don't know. I really don't know what to think. Let's see. Here is the state of Wisconsin. Let me show you an example. Here's a battery charge that he got. Pled guilty, no contest.
Mommy,
And yeah, what?
can you open the stars?
No, I can't.
I want the hot. I have the hot.
When I'm done, I need you to listen. You were supposed to.
I'm about to.
Don't drop him. Shut your doors. Oh my gosh, you guys. So yeah, we have, I can go through them quickly just to double check, but honestly, there was nothing that showed that. This is family court. Criminal court will be here. Is that the same? Yeah, that's the battery one we already looked at. We could look here. So that's family court. That's paternity. Here is a state versus Andrew. I don't care. I said go.
I don't want the bone.
Okay, when you
Get
listen,
that
maybe.
bone has cake.
No, because you won't listen. If you interrupt me one last time, I promise you'll be done. We'll do nap time immediately. You have been told. There's absolutely no reason. I swear, you set them up with all the toys, the food, anything they need, and still don't listen. So, here's driving while intoxicated. Now he's playing, so we're in good shape. Disorderly conduct. So yeah, there's nothing that shows what the rumors. I don't know, you guys. What do you think? He is a regular at the courthouse. Hey, no yelling. Shh. Welcome, good grandma. Thank you. It has pee on it. Yeah, it was a toy out of the dog cage. It doesn't have pee on it, though. Last night I had to clean it up. Oh, gosh. Dogs are so much work. You get a cat, you can just get a litter box, make sure you clean the litter box a few times a day and whatever, like clean up cat hair and you're good. With a dog, it's like I'm waking up all hours of the night like I have a daggone newborn. It's no fun. Allegedly, she and her ex-carny husband were meth heads. The boy was 2. Little girl was 6 months. CPS came and C pulled a shotgun. The poor boy was beat with a bat so bad. So that is what we were looking up, right? So we hear this rumor, and I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Because, well, it could be, I guess. I just haven't been able to find that. See? No, she didn't. She was sterilized when Summer was born. No children after Summer. Well, Lisa said that Andrew, the boy who was said to have the permanent damage, now has a really good job and he's living a really good life. I did find his stuff in Texas. Do you guys want me to pull it back up really quick? I got it on like a sale. I think it was $22 for 1 month. I'm a conflict avoider. Absolutely, Mystic. Yeah. Yep. Could she have made a plea deal? Well, it looks like some of those charges she did, and they still are on there. They just say dismissed. So it'll say like she pled no contest or guilty to this charge out of a certain set of charges, and these other ones that were included were dismissed when she did that. A lady that was Candus Jr.'s foster mom came on panel and said she did. Where is that? That's what I was wondering about the sealed records, if maybe that would be why I can't find it. The fact she has none of her kids is, yeah, agree. Give him whatever he wants. He's 5, but he has lots of attitude. He's actually really, really good. He sits here and like he went and helped me take the dog out. He helped me get lunch together. And then I'll be packing t-shirts, doing tie-dyes on the computer, working, and he actually will play and be really, really good. So the foster mom had no access to Andy's records at all. He's still a little tiny. We all want your love, Johnny. JJ, I don't know. I have my moments. My mom is like, they are worse than toddlers. My mom is the kind of mom who's like super loving and but tough love. So I got some of that tough love in me. He was not an ex-carny. Wow. Okay, I've seen that a lot. Been verified doesn't show everything. We used it to check what came up for my fiance because, and we didn't. That's interesting. See, we did Truth Finder too, though. Woofy did Truth Finder. I did Been Verified, and they did come up with the same things. But you know what, Amber? There were actually charges that came up on Been Verified that are no longer in the state database. That's the one place I'm thinking maybe there's something. I don't know. I am so glad the ball bat incident is not true. Yeah, me too. I think we need to double check a few things just to know that for sure, but I'm leaning towards that too. Yeah, absolutely. I would love for you to email me. Here, let me put it on the screen. Maybe if I can find it. There we go. Do you think Candace will go live with her mother? I don't know. Jay for Justice had the info from the foster parent. Oh, okay. Thank you. We knew about CF and AF, then the 4 kids with Dawn. When was the 7th? In between those. Dude, Lisa is such a cool thing to have her in here. What a gem. Thank you, Lisa, for sharing with us. Oh, 17 is a scary age. I'm not convinced the bat incident isn't true. I'm sure there's stuff hidden because it could relate to open investigation. Well, Amber, Lisa said that she knows the kid that has been rumored to do the boy Andrew that was rumored to have that happen to him, and that he's doing very well in life. He just got a good job. He's a functioning, member of society. When I was adopted, everything was sealed. He breathes without getting agitated. It's a hard case to ask about. Yeah. Thank you. Charges are dismissed. You guys are awesome. Charges are dismissed or they are found not guilty. They are removed from the online system after a certain time period, like Rose's domestic violence case. So that is not online. Okay, let me show you guys what came up for Dawn. And I could get to work on these on the state websites if you guys wanted. I really do. The thing that I'm really wanting to focus on now, because Candus was the Wisconsin charges, the abuse charges were make it or break for me. That changed everything. When I heard that, I was already suspicious. Things weren't lining up. Timeline doesn't make sense. The story Hunter gave, then we have his emotional distress, and then you hear about these abuse charges, and it's like it changes everything, right? Don and his kind of things. Let's see. Interesting, but I think there's other places we can go here. And this pulled up several people who were local with children offenses very close to their house. I think those people need to be looked at. You know? Relatives. But let me just do this really quick to show you what come up for Donald. I should have put Wesley in there, make it a little bit easier. Was it this one? No, here we go. This is fun, you guys. I can't imagine, like, I don't know, looking into other cases and stuff, I just want to be able, now I want to search at all the people involved. But he had quite a lot that came up here in the criminal or traffic section or whatever. Search for digitized records. One thing I know we have to remember is some of these people were getting in trouble before there was a digital database, and a lot of counties have not converted everything. So there will be things that won't be here. That's just the way it is. So here we have possession of a controlled substance in Washington County in Arkansas. Burglary in Arkansas, theft in Utah, burglary in Utah, revocation suspension in Utah, theft by receiving stolen property, Utah, forgery, Utah, not specified, Utah, battery in Hillsborough County, Florida. Here's the Texas, Harris County, burglary with intent, possession of marijuana, theft in Utah, burglary, Utah, revocation, suspension in Utah, theft by receiving stolen property, and forgery in Utah. Then not specified in Florida. And yeah, so we would have to specifically take each one of these case numbers, go to their website, and we could get the details. If there was something that stood out that there was a reason why. I mean, we kind of know what he's up to. I don't know. Let me do a little search, though, because I had somebody say I was being biased. Is Jody Sue one name? And was not talking about her record. I mean, why not? I'm going to look at it and see what comes back. I'm not biased. I was not suspicious of her because of many things. I didn't allow people to talk about her speech patterns and things because she has health issues. But I wasn't biased. I mean, we can look at it, you know. So here we go. Not interested in, you know, we already know her address and everything. That's out there. It sucks because when you're just like Dawn and Candus, you know, all that stuff is out there, which you guys, everybody's is. It's very easy to find it, you know, that kind of thing. So here are her, that's interesting. There's no numbers. Is this currently unfolding? Maintain dwelling for drug use, severity 1, 2 charges. Oh, I'm not even sharing the screen now, but you guys read it. I mean, I read it to you. Something that might be interesting to do, Allie, would be as you go through people in the case, see if any court dates or charges align. For example, if Frank Light's record matched with Dawn's. Ooh, that's a good idea. Jody Sue, she has a bunch of charges. See, only 2 are coming up on this. I need to look, I guess, on the state website. I'm not convinced I heard she has 6. I'm stuck about this case because I can't believe how much past lawlessness there. It's a slam dunk case without evidence. I know. There's definitely a pattern of behavior and stuff. And it's like, even if they didn't do something to her, based on their lifestyle, you're living a pretty dangerous, reckless life when you're doing the kind of things they're doing. Where's the one where he was selling counterfeit products, putting soap in a baggie? I don't know. Allie, Grandbun, and okay, so Allie, that's a good one. Let me write that down. I did look up Grandma, wasn't able to find anything there. Hey, Without Borders. Hey, Lynn. I feel sympathy for young Candus because I think she had a rough childhood. I do too. I really do. No, Amanda, I didn't see that. I know I've heard there was some trouble. Never heard of an abuse charge, but as we all know, family members often step back from the accusation. Candus Jean is the 3rd. Yeah. What about Candus' teen daughter being told to keep away? Let me see if I can pull up that article that we're talking about. Sherry has a current charge for child abuse. Oh, in Sullivan County too. Does anyone know Voldemort's middle name? Okay, let's do this. To take Summer and had her, at least I hold on to that. I hope so. It's called Selling Counterfeit Controlled Substances. Interesting. Andy Bernard. Let me write that down. I knew his name was Andy, but I didn't have the last name, so thank you. Okay, so I want to look for that article about Candus the 3rd. What could I keyword search to pull that up for us? Candus. Candus Wells' daughter, Candus. I'll share the screen just so you guys can see what George Andrew Bernard. Awesome. Thank you, Lisa, so much. I don't know, you guys. I guess from here, I think I'm going to speak to Hunter's dad soon. I know that he put it on his channel that he was going to come over here and have a talk with us. So I don't know if you guys are ready for that. And I don't know when it's going to happen. It could be like with minutes before I'll find out and I'm going live. Then we're doing Ronnie Lawson. And there's so many little things that we need to do along the way, but those are the 2 I guess I'm going to focus on. Okay, so here. Candus Wells' daughter, Candus, is what I searched. Let's see what will come up as far as articles go. A summary of the known facts, statements, and theories. Let's check that out. Give me 1 second, you guys. Let me just peek at Bailey. He's being very quiet. Get up there and play Roblox for a minute. Oh no. Here, get up there and play Roblox. You can run upstairs. Here comes the puppy. Ooh, hallelujah. Maybe this will have something about Candus. Yes. Candus Floden. My middle name is Jean. I was adopted. Oh, Lord, don't jinx me. I like the name Jean. I think that's pretty. David Dotson. We've kind of done I've done a little bit on him here. His daughter did an interview with a TikToker, and I think Kelly and Amber were on here for that, and we went through the interview. Kiddo is quiet equals suspicious. Yes. Okay. Let's check out this and just see what it says. So June 15th, Summer Moon Utah Wells was reported missing from her home, 11-acre property in Beech Creek, Tennessee. Her grandmother, who lived 20 feet from the home, 3 older brothers, 8, 10, and 12, regular attendees of this church. Let's see. It sounds like an idyllic family home. However, the property is littered with debris, including an old school bus, broken generators, broken down vehicles, rusted oil drums, and various dilapidated sheds. The Wells say they inherited the property from Don's mother, who died around 12 years ago, and Don has been building the house single-handedly from that time. And I found it's valued between $38,000 to $40,000. That's quite a lot, really, for them to own. The inside of the house reflects on the outside. The front door leads into a room used by the 2 older boys as a bedroom. The door to the right of the room leads into the kitchen living area. There is a television on the back wall, tables and chairs, which is where the boys were supposed to be that day, right? But there does not appear to be any lounge furniture. Also, on the back wall is what looks to be a wooden bar around waist height for the average adult. Behind here is the way down to the basement bedrooms. Candus states that she has to go down these stairs backwards as it is necessary to crouch in order to enter the stairwell. The way down is dark and there is loose wiring. At the bottom of the steps is the parents' mattress. Past here to the left, with no door between, is the area where Summer and her younger brother had their beds. The door out of the basement is between these 2 areas and leads back into the yard. You can see out, but not in. So then they go through June 15th. Let's see. Oh, this is the timeline. Wait, Dawn has stated to both Chris McDonough, behavioral panel, and on an interview with YouTuber Molly Golightly that Summer went missing at 5:30. This does not match the time frame. Working back from the dispatch call and the parents' statements. The law enforcement I saw, they arrived around 7:11. They got home that day around 3:30. There's several hours missing here, you guys. I've always had a big problem with the timeline. We'll get through that. I really want to get to this stuff about the other kids. Oh, so there's their flowers. And you can see the little Paw Patrol guy down in there. See, right here. And is that one too? I can't really tell there. Huh. The last picture shows Summer wearing dark gray trouser and a pink top. When Candus and Summer left that morning, Candus said Summer was wearing a swimsuit and shorts. Although they had no intention of going swimming that day, it was a last-minute decision made when dropping the prescription off. The outfit that Summer came home in was said to be a new outfit that had been recently purchased for Summer's first day of school, which would be early September. Theories. She wandered off. Animal attack. She died in the car on the way back. So here they mention what I've talked a lot with you guys about. Hunter reported that while swimming at the lake, Summer had gone underwater for a few seconds. Candus denies this happened. This has led to the theory of dry drowning, that while Summer seemed fine directly after the incident, she had died in the car on the way home. Candus and Grandma panicked, disposed of her body, and reported Summer missing in order to avoid any negligence charges. This seems highly unlikely. The cadaver dogs brought to the scene on the first day would have alerted to the smell of death. Accident in the house, abduction by somebody known to the family. Abduction by a family member. So then they show Grandma. Grandma left the family home when her two girls, Candus and Rose, were small to live with her female partner. The girls were raised by their father. Grandma's other daughter, Rose, disappeared without a trace 12 years ago. Grandma's brother, Warren, has been incarcerated for over 40 years for charges including 8 counts of incest with a minor. He has just been released. Grandma left the Wells property around 2 weeks after Summer disappeared. According to the family, she went to stay with a relative whose husband had a heart attack. Just checking in on you guys again. Let's go a little bit further. This is interesting. I like the way this article's written, and I'm wondering what we'll get to. So as far as the other people, Candus. So Candus married a man of 41 when she was 19 and had 2 children with him. Both her husband and Candus were convicted on domestic violence and battery charges. Both the children, aged 2 years and 6 months respectively, were taken into care and adopted permanently. I do see domestic violence. I do see battery, but I don't see the abuse to the actual children yet. That's what we were talking about earlier. It is interesting they put that there. So, Candus is known to use marijuana and alcohol. She'll smoke a little bit at night and she has a few drinks and then that's it. End of Candus. Dawn also states that she tested positive for both these substances when they were drug tested on the day that Summer went missing. It is not known what kind of tests were carried out to determine the substances that were in her system. However, blood tests can detect marijuana for up to 30 days and alcohol for up to 12 hours. And then we have Don Wells. He's appeared on various YouTube channels, and we know a lot more about him. Don's biological mother and father divorced when he was young. His mother remarried and took Don and his 2 sisters to a different state with her new husband, Kelly. By all accounts, Kelly was a violent man. He was physically abusive to Don and sexually molested both his sisters. Around the age of 12, Don went to live with his biological father, his new wife, and family in Utah. The day after Summer went missing, Don's stepsister Jeannie called law enforcement and reported that Don had molested her when she was 5 years old and that this abuse had continued for 7 years until she finally exposed it to her mother and stepfather. Don does not deny this. However, his view is that they were in a relationship and that Jeannie had initiated the sexual contact. He was incarcerated around 19, previously married and had 2 children, a boy and a girl. He and his wife were frequently reported to CPS. They were both addicted to meth, and the relationship ended. After meeting Candus, they moved to Tennessee and started a family. Don was arrested for domestic violence around October of 2020. He says he threw a bottle after an altercation with Candus, Grandma, and another man, Jose. And then they talk about the boys being removed. Still nothing about Candus. I mean, let's just see. Here we go. We'll look at Reddit. Oh, the trusted Reddit for all your accurate information, you know? No, you can't actually trust it, but let's still. I know that Summer's Aunt Rose went missing and has not been found, but I also found another younger relative that was missing but found. An unknown adult male was taken into custody. Her name is Candus Floden from Wisconsin. She went missing with a friend, and a missing person post flyer was made not once but twice. First time left for school but never made it to March 2017. Candus Floden is the daughter of Summer's mom, who was removed from her custody and adopted when she was very young. By the time she was in her teens, she was back in foster care. She ran away from her foster home with a friend a couple times, so she wasn't really missing in the same way Summer or Rose are missing. I mean, how sad is that, though?
I just whistled.
You did?
Yeah.
Cool. How sad is that, though, to have to go back to foster care as a teenager and not be adopted, or, you know, I don't know. That's sad. Let's see the rest of that conversation. And then I guess we're pretty much done for now. I wish they linked it, man. Or did I spell that wrong? Here we go. Here's the article. Yes. Found it. Okay, found. St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin girls who left foster home found in Price County. Oh my God, y'all. This is just sad. Michaela Hanson Wall and Candus Floden Candy. I can't see the chat, you guys. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Let me make sure. Yeah. Wow. Police in St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin are asking for the public's help in finding two missing girls, Michaela Hanson Wall and Candace Jean Floden. They left their foster care home to go to school Tuesday, February 28th and never arrived. It is believed the girls may be in the Minneapolis-St. Paul metro area, possibly traveling with a man. Both girls are high risk for endangerment because of their age. Michaela is 5'4", 100 pounds. Candace was 5'5", 130. Small girls, they could have been taken in, trafficked, or God knows what. Too bad that it's awful. I mean, this little girl, I don't know. It's just too bad that her own fucking mom couldn't make sure that she had the life she deserved, you know? I get pissed over this stuff. It's like, it's hard. Oh, what do you guys think? Any final thoughts from you guys? Thank you for being here, Roxanne. Lisa, will you email me about the seventh child, and maybe we can because my CDT who's in here right now who's very curious about that is a good friend of mine, and maybe we could try to get to the bottom of that. I'm really interested in that. Oh, there's a lot of effort into keeping it hidden. Oh. Wow. They are extremely concerning. The Blair Witch movie. Mom for Life. Oh no, it was from Fox 9. Hey, Amanda. She's a mean, unfeeling bitch, only concerned with herself. Those girls ran away and a friend took them in. He went to jail for custodial interference. Wow. How long was Candus 3 gone? It doesn't look like it was too long. Lisa, can you answer if you think that it's the best decision that all kids were taken, also referring to the first two? I'm going to see if Lisa will email me. Maybe we can get to the bottom of some of that. Yeah, and that'll be really interesting. And then another thing that I want to find out is, and I've seen this in different comment sections, that possibly when the boys were removed from the home after Summer went missing, that not all three went at once, and that maybe there was some separate, I don't know, there's some weird things I'm seeing, and I don't want to put it out there because I don't actually know anything about it, but I'm going to try to get to the bottom of that too. Yeah, it's sad. Absolutely, she can't take care of them. She has mental conditions and no parental role model. Yeah. Jean was my real mom's middle name, and my adopted mom's middle name was Jean. My oldest daughter has Jean in her middle name, and now my newest granddaughter. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I like that name. It's very pretty, and you don't hear it that much. So what do you guys think? What's our next step? I know we're going to have Hunter's dad on. We're going to get these police reports. We've got to look into Ronnie Lawson. There's some weird stuff with him for sure. Weird stuff. Oh, you've got an update on that? Uh-oh. I cannot wait to hear. I'm surprised Grandis doesn't have a record. I know. I was surprised nothing come up either because I've actually heard different things too. But when I searched her, nothing. It's lips. Scott H played it too, but what Candace said isn't all true. Who's Scott H? Jody Sue has a record, yes, but I don't have a clear image of what that looks like yet. I've seen a couple charges. I've heard rumors of others. I had a comment that said I was biased because I didn't bring up any heroin charges her and her old man had and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, I didn't see that. Any information on these people, good or bad, I want to know. So I'm not biased, but I can't make up things. You're all beautiful and funny. Have a great day. Thank you, Johnny. You're the best. You are the best, Johnny. We love having you here. I've heard things too. All three boys were taken like we thought. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you for that. I was really curious about that. She is a sneaky old background. Royal Blue. Candy has no record. She's evil but not violent. She comes at you in a different way, like that call to 911. Wow. And you know what, Lisa? My friend who met her said that she had the most evil vibe, that like meeting her was different than anyone in her life. She's never actually felt pure evil like that from just meeting someone. And like I said, when she met her, you guys, it's at a prayer vigil. And so my friend brings her mom, and her mom is a Christian lady, and she wants to pray with the family. They didn't even want to pray. Then they gave some money out to the boys, and the very first thing out of Candace's mouth was, you got to put gas in my car. So she does have like that look about her as if it's like, I don't know, kind of just like cold. You know what I mean? Not very emotional, nurturing, loving. And if we look and see, think about this. We're hearing rumors she may be leaving now that Dawn's been arrested. She left after Summer went missing. I think when times get tough, she bails. She ditches, Yeah. Absolutely. In my opinion, pointing a gun at a caseworker is violent. My husband used to be a caseworker, and pointing a gun at someone would be considered violent, whether they shoot or not. That is violence. I agree. That is violent. It's dangerous, and you got to be off your rocker to do that. Do we know that that's true, though? I do see she's pointed a gun at someone. I guess we'll find out when we get these police reports. Because there's so many rumors that have not turned out to be true that I went to look into. That when I heard about those abuse charges with the baby, that her first kids and the ex and all that, that totally swayed my complete opinion. You know what I mean? I think we got to know, yeah, threatening to blow up Walmart is extreme, especially over not setting up your cell phone. I mean, come on. Dawn is on recording saying she did that. That's right. He is. I've heard that. So I wonder if that's what that charge is. I'd say it is. That just came out recently too, right? That was one of those recordings we kind of went through. If you see someone with an "and" in their YouTube name saying that the oldest boy was left with C and D, but that is not true. All kids are taken. Thank you, Lynn. Yeah, I don't think he would lie about it. I'd say it's probably true. I just think I forgot that he was recently on recording saying that. So I think we just got to get the details to know for sure. I mean, Dawn wasn't there, but he still, I'm sure, knows what happened from Candus. Grandis not being allowed to have a relationship with her other grandchildren is telling, and her other daughter not wanting anything to do with her. Yeah, absolutely. Grandis seen died in the wool. Granny who can wrestle an alligator. Yeah, that one I believe, though. Just my opinion, though. I believe it too. I do, because for a couple reasons. I don't think Dawn would be so careless to put it out there. He's not going to put anything. I don't think he would put anything out there like that, as it. He knows how rumors go and stuff. You know what I mean? So without it being true, or without at least believing that it's true. But then again, the thing that makes me believe that it's true too is we see the charge of pointing a gun at someone. That's clear as day. And I've got let's see. That is January of 2003, okay? And then we hear about the Walmart stuff. Very similar behavior. It's in line with what she does. Oh, thank you, Punksy. My sweet friend. I appreciate that. I've wondered that too, Royal Blue. Yeah, I don't know, Becky. That's a good point. And pregnancy's tough. I mean, it really is. I'm super late. That's okay, beautiful. I'm about to go, but really just a little research session. If they decide to question CW again while Dawn is away, maybe they will, and maybe they're working on that right now. And I was thinking, what about this? You know, we've seen that the psychic has said that someone in cuffs will lead to the body, which is interesting now that Dawn's in jail. But let's just toss all that out and think about what usually happens in these jail cells. These people are in there talking to their cellmates, giving them secrets and details and things. And if one of these cellmates thinks, I can get less of a sentence to try to bust him for what he's done, we don't know. There's a lot of ways that this could shake out answers. So I'm like feeling pretty good about that. For Dawn, it's just a little incident because she didn't pull the trigger. Yeah. He's upstairs. I'll be right there. Some women feel best when pregnant. Yeah, that's true. No, I don't think they will talk. I live near Dodge, and now everyone is getting the hell back to Dodge. Oh, thank you, Bobby Pin. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Have the best chat on the tubes. I'm very, very happy and love you guys and just thankful for you guys. And yeah, maybe he will crack in jail. Maybe one of his cellmates will get hella desperate or I don't know. So, dude, yeah. I bet they plant someone close to Dawn in jail like an undercover. Very possible. Wouldn't that be interesting to see? And you said if Dawn knows what and where to go. Yeah, I don't know. I've always thought that, let's look at the way he talks about Candus in his interviews. When he's always trying to, like, even when she's there, he's kind of saying, look how much she loves them, or he loves, she's such a good mom, or she misses Summer so bad. She's so sad. She cries all the time. He's constantly trying to make her seem like she, is more caring, nurturing, loving than she is. And it's like he's already covering for her doing that. So that just makes me think, the worst, but I don't know. I'm so happy you found me now. That's awesome, True Crime and Coffee. Oh, you're pretty too. It's there. You don't really get to see what people look like till you pull them up on the big thing, and then you can see them so much better. But anyways, I felt like a walking zombie that throws up if I smells any food or perfume. I didn't feel good pregnant either. I got super sick to my stomach. Tides are turning. I bet they put a plant in there before court that morning. Okay, well, I'm going to let you guys go, and we'll come back and talk about some more stuff soon. If you guys have anybody you want me to search, any ideas, reach out to me in email. That's on the screen. Leave it in the comment section. And yeah, hopefully soon. There are so many beautiful ladies in here. Hopefully soon we'll have Hunter's dad on here and we can talk to him. He did say in his live stream yesterday, he read my email out loud and said that he was going to come on. So we'll see. I think Hunter holds a lot of the answers that we need. Allie. Okay, good idea, Lynn. Okay, baby. Okay, I got to go. I love you guys. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye, guys. Have a fantastic day, Pink Warrior. Talk to you guys soon. Willow. Yeah, I definitely can. Just send me an email or leave the name in the comments, and yeah. Without Borders. You're in my head, and I'm in your head. All right, guys. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon, okay? Bye.